हेलो, रूपाकर।
Hello.
हेलो, हाँ, यस, रूपाकर।
Yes, ma'am.
Did you download all the videos, all the previous class videos?
Hello.
Hello.
Ma'am.
Actually, I am asking that did you download all the previous class video?
No, ma'am. Didn't download, ma'am.
It is all disappear, right?
Ma'am, I am unable to hear your voice.
Now, am I audible?
Yeah, a little bit okay, ma'am.
I am asking that it is all videos are disappear, right?
Yeah. Always all videos I need, ma'am.
Then how we get that all videos?
Ma'am, I need all videos previously from class first to class 15. That link I have when I have opened, it is showing only class 16 and 17.
Yes, yes.
And
No,
one,
so
madam,
actually, I am also a student in AWS class. Okay,
madam.
I am also a student in AWS class. So I am asking about that. So if you downloaded the video, can you share it because of that only?
Okay. I will ask to Rakesh sir, ma'am, if it is available.
Okay. So okay then, let's see what.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Hello, Deepak Shikla, ma'am.
Hmm?
Hello.
Hello.
Ma'am, just now you spoke to me or any other one?
Yes, I am.
Now I am audible, ma'am. Can you spoke to me again?
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, I'm Krupakar, ma'am. Just now you have spoke to me, no?
Yes.
That I have some network issue here. Now it is audible for me.
Okay. No. So we will ask to Rajesh, sir. Okay.
Last previous classes, do we have any last previous classes videos, ma'am?
No. No. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, okay. We lost to Rajesh sir, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. Can anyone tell from when class is starting?
We're also don't know,
I
bro.
think 9 o'clock.
Okay, okay. Actually, my portal is on hold. Although I have paid the fees, but my portal is on hold and I can also not access the Google Drive link.
We got a message from Anamika to attend at 8:30.
Hi everyone, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. So let's start the session now. We have 12. Okay, let's. So have you all joined from portal or through the direct link?
Direct link, sir.
Yeah, because there is some integration activity going on in the portal from eVision end. So it will happen on this weekend on Saturday, Sunday. So it may be down. Maybe tomorrow it will be down. So you may join it from the link. Yes, Krupa Shankar. Krupa Shankar or Krupa Shankar? What is the pronunciation? Krupakar. Okay,
Sir, just
Krupakar.
Krupakar, sir, no Shankar.
Yeah, Krupakar. Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, actually, last 15 classes I have missed, sir.
I was about to inform you. See, there is an announcement. Actually, I deleted the video from the portal. It was intentionally because my storage was full. So I was
Okay.
unable to upload the video of the last session. That's the reason I have deleted that. So what I will do, it got deleted for every session actually. So what
Okay.
I will do, I will upload it, all the videos from class first to tomorrow, like till tomorrow. And
Okay.
you may download all the videos in your local systems. I will keep it intact for the entire week. So you will have the entire week. You can
Okay.
download it in your local system. Then I will delete all the recordings.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Because there is no space actually. It was 20 GB of free space available on the OneDrive, Google Drive, and it got finished. So
Okay,
that's the
sir.
reason I have deleted all the videos.
Okay.
So I have the backup. I will do it again. See here, you can see even still it has 97% full. So that's the reason. You might be getting these sessions. This one,
16 and
class
17,
16
I
and
think.
17. Yes, class 16 and 17, which is of the last session. So I don't have the storage. That's the reason it got deleted. So I will uh, create a new account and I will upload the video. Then I will share the link with you. So download it, keep it safe. Then I will delete it.
Okay.
Sir,
Thank you, sir.
Ronit this side. Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Sir, that link of class 17, that video is not playing for me. It is showing me that internal error.
Where you are trying to play it on the mobile or laptop?
On my phone, sir.
Okay, in phone, I think it will not support it because there are some modification in the video. What happened actually?
Sir, laptop में क्यों हुआ?
What happened actually with that video? The video got corrupted. Last time when I was downloading it from this portal, from this one. Here we download the recording. This is the Zoom portal. So from here we download the recording and I share it with you from here. So it got corrupted during the download. It was not playing actually. So what I did, I used some of the third-party software. I think the banner is also reflecting in that tool. It was something like Wondershare, something like that. So where is that? It is there in here, in this location. So I just did some modification with the video so that it could run. So it was running here, and then I uploaded. See, so this was the modified video actually. So if you are not able to run it, just run it in your mobile, in your laptop, and you can use VLC media player or the inbuilt player of this window. I don't think it will run on the mobile phone. This was for this session only. There is some extension issue with this. What is the extension? Even thanks to God that we could recover this video. Otherwise, you might have lost the last session. So it's in MP4, but there are some extension changes. It's in Wondershare format. And even you can see the size is also very big. It's 1.13 GB. That's very big in size because the third-party software got used. And if you will look at another videos that I used to share with you, that is the Zoom directly. So it is hardly of 174 MB, 200 MB. That's the size. But this is not the original one. This is the edited. This is the codec. I think you understand about codec, CODEC. So codec has been recovered from the third-party tool. So run it on the laptop. Just refer this, create the notes, and you will have to bear with this kind of thing. This is only there with this video, otherwise rest are okay.
Yeah, and sir, the previous videos we will get tomorrow.
Yeah, previous videos I will upload, not today because tonight I will not get the time. So tomorrow after your session, I will upload all the videos, and I will share the link with Anamika. So she will share the link with you. I will keep the video for 1 week. I will not delete that. So you can download all the videos, all the notes from the location. Then on Saturday, I will delete the videos. On Saturday, once after the session, then I will delete it.
Okay, because I was revisioning the Linux chapter and
actually, if I could not have done, actually I used my another Gmail account as well, but again, that was also full. I have a lot of videos from the previous sessions. So I don't have any spare. Even all the mobile numbers have been already used. So I cannot create another email ID as well. I have 3 mobile numbers that is already used. That's the reason I have deleted that. No worries, I have the backup. I will upload it again. मेरे पास है, I have all the videos in my local system, and I will keep it till your session. After your session, I will delete it from my laptop as well because it is not required. New session will be created, new videos will come. After your session, I am going to delete that. Now let's start the session. So actually I was cleaning up my Azure. I got a bill of around 2000 something, 1800 something like that. 1891 in my Azure account for 1 month. Actually, I use it for a lot of trainings. I handle a lot of corporate batches, even for my company practical also, just to learn. I do this kind of things. It's not very much expensive. See, I use it a lot. Actually, just to make myself updated, I do security courses. Actually, I'm doing one of the security course in Azure, AJ 500. So for that purpose, I am just doing a hard level of practicals. So I use it as well. Then I use it for Azure classes as well. So for 1 month, 1800 rupees is not a big deal. If you are using it for 6 hours in a day, that's not a big deal.
Comparing to your usage, it's not expensive.
Yes, compared to use, it is not very much expensive. Like 1800 rupees is like you can spend it in your dates. So it's not a big deal. Even if you will go to a restaurant, it will cost you around 3000, 4000 rupees. So for knowledge, anything. पैसा भी तो मिलेगा फिर.
Yes,
The package will be increased.
yes, sir.
So 1800 is not a big deal. Yes. I will get it recover within 4 hours, 2 or 3, 4 hours. I will recover it from session, not from my job. From my job, there is a different aspect. So now let's start the session. I'm logging in with my AWS portal. So console.aws.com, my user ID was this. So I have logged in my portal. So in the last session, we discussed about the portal. We discussed about the services here. And we did some of the practical from the identity and access management, IAM. So we started with identity and access management, IAM. In the IAM, we discussed about user creation process and group is pending. So we discussed about user creation process, how we can create the user, how we can set the password, how user can log in into the portal. So that is something we have discussed. Then we had discussed about subscription. What is subscription? What is subscription ID in AWS? Then we had discussed that how we can identify that we are logged in from root user or normal user. Normal means IAM user. So that's something we have discussed, how we will identify it. And we have discussed about regions. What are the various regions available in AWS? Then apart from region, we discussed about paired region concept. Like we discussed that there are some regions which is already connected to each other through paired links. Just like East US is connected to West US, Northeast is connected to West East. So there are some paired region concept in AWS. It is also there in Azure as well. So we discussed about this as well, and we checked it on the portal as well, how we can check the region, how we can create the user accounts, how we can identify whether it is root or IAM. So we discussed that if we log in with any user account, if we click on the user account section and if we can see the account ID only, it means it's the root user account. But if we log in with another user account, that apart from account ID, we can also see it will be mentioned as IAM user. So if it is mentioned as IAM user, it means that is the IAM user only. So that's something we had discussed. Region, we had discussed that in AWS, we have various region, and region is under the geography. Like we discussed the concept of geography. Geography means your geographical location, just like your country. In the geography, we have regions. In the regions, we have zones. And in the zones, we have data center. Data center means our physical site locations. So these are the regions which is available in AWS, East US, OEO, and we discussed the paired concept as well. We discussed it on the AWS website, what paired concept they have, how many data centers they have in a particular region. So this is something we have discussed. Any doubt, any questions, anything? Anything?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Then let's proceed further. So let's again go to the IAM section. IAM, Identity and Access Management. As we discussed that IAM is one of the global resource. The resource can log in from anywhere in the world. That's the reason it is global. See, everything is grayed out. You cannot select a particular location if you are using the IAM services, because IAM is related to user and group management and it's a global service. So you cannot create the user accounts and group accounts in a particular region. It will be applicable for entire globe. Just like if we talk about any company, just let's take an example of HCL. In HCL, if you are the employee of India, suppose you are working from India, you are based in Bangalore location. So you are the employee of Bangalore, India, but the entity will be HCL. So it doesn't matter the HCL is in India, it's in US, it's in any abroad location. You are the employee of HCL. In HCL, your location is India, Bangalore, but of course you are the employee of HCL, the HCL Global. Your ID card will be of HCL. So the same thing, whatever user accounts we create on the tenant, it doesn't matter. It's a global service. User account will be valid for the entire world. It is up to you if you want to apply the restriction. Just like if you want that India user accounts cannot log in from the US location. Suppose if they are going to the US location, so they cannot log in. Or if you want to apply the restriction that the account who belongs to India location, they cannot access the services which is available in the US. So that is a different matter. You can apply the securities, you can apply the restrictions, but by default, the user accounts and the group account services in the IAM, it's a global service. So far we have seen how to create the user accounts, how to create the group accounts, not the group account, only the user account, and how to change the password. So let's proceed further. Let's see further things. When I will go to my IAM, let's start from the beginning. So I am on my portal. This is my portal screen, the dashboard, console home. If I will go to IAM, Identity and Access Management, here you can see if I will go to my users, then you cannot see any user account because I don't have any user account in place. Everything I have deleted in the last session only. So I'm logged in with one of my admin account. It's my root, but I don't have any other IAM user accounts. Now, if I will go to my dashboard, if I will go to my dashboard of IAM, I am in the dashboard of my IAM. You can see I am logged in with one of my AWS account. This is my account ID. This is my alias, and this is the sign in URL. Now, account ID, as I told you, this is a unique ID that will represent the user account on the AWS. Just like in Windows, what is the unique ID of user? Do you know? It's SID. In Windows, there is a security identifier value that will uniquely used to identify the user account. And in Linux, what is that? UID. We have done the practical of the UID as well. We have created the user account. We have assigned the UID. So in Linux, it's UID that is uniquely identify the user accounts. In Windows, it will be SID, security identifier value. Understood? Now in AWS, in order to uniquely identify the user account, we have account ID concept. So currently I'm logged in with my administrator account. See, only account ID is coming. So this account ID is used to uniquely identify my username. When the bill will come, it will tag on the account ID. Whatever resource I will create, there will be bill. There will be consumption billing from the AWS end. So that will be tagged to my account ID. So account ID means your subscription ID, actually, your billing ID. Now here you can see, once we will try to log in into the portal. Suppose I am trying to log in into the AWS portal. So AWS portal login. If I will directly try to log in into the console, here you can see it asks whether you want to log in with the root or whether you want to log in with the IAM. In case you want to log in with the root, it says, please enter the root user email address. Then click on next, then it will ask you to enter the password. If I want to log in with the IAM user account, it says, enter the account ID first. Account ID is of 12 digits. See, it's of 12 digits character number. So it will say, please enter the account ID, means this ID first, then press next. Just let me show you practically. Then I can tell you the reference of this. So let's create one of the user account. We are in the users, add user. Username, suppose I am giving test1. Provide access to AWS Management Console. I want to create IAM user account. Password, suppose I am giving ASD@123456789. This is the password that I am using. User must create password. I am not giving this right because I will be using it for test purpose. So I don't want to change it. Next. No group, nothing. Just next. And create user. So user has been created now. I can email the sign-in instructions to the user as well. I can enter the email ID of the user and these details will go to the user over the email. Just like if I click on email sign-in instruction, it will ask me to send the mail on the email ID. So I can enter the email ID here and these details will go to the user in the email. Just like what is the URL of sign-in, what is your username, and the temporary password as well. So once the user will log in, it will have the access. Now user account is created. Let me log in with this user account. So if I go to another browser, I want to log in with the IAM user account. So it is saying that please enter the account ID. What is the account ID? So I should have my account ID in place. Before that, let me show you how do we log in. Just like in the last session, what we have done, in order to log in, we have copied this URL. Then we have put this URL in the browser. Once we will press enter, it will ask, see, account ID has been automatically taken. It has automatically taken the account ID. We don't have to type it. Then we have to enter our username and our password. Then we can log in. But if you don't have this URL, as I told you, if you forget this URL or if you misplace this URL, then you can directly go to this page and you can click on IAM user. Here you can type the account ID. Then you can log in. So let's return to the user list. This is my user. In the user, you can see I have one user account, which is test1. If I click on this, then from here, you can see the account ID. ARN means Amazon resource number. So this is IAM user account. This is the account ID and the username is test1. So let me copy this one, this account ID. Let me paste it here and click on next. Then it will ask me user ID and password. See, you can see the same page that we have got during the URL sign in. If we had used the URL that time, so we got landed to the same page. Here we need to enter the user ID. So user ID was test1. And the password was ASD@123456789. Sign in. So now we are signed in with the portal. You can see we are into the portal now. I am entering the wrong. Okay, colon is there. So you can see we are in the portal. We are signed in with the test1 user account. And if I click on this, here you can see this is one of the IAM user. test1 is the IAM user and mine is the root. Rajesh is the root. See, here there is no IAM. It's only account ID. So if only account ID is reflecting, it means that is the administrator account. That's the root account. It has full privilege over the tenant. But IAM will have the limited access. Whatever rights the administrator will offer, only those rights will go to the IAM user. Now, if I go to my root account, this is my root account. Here you can see there is one option when it got created, and there is one option of MFA. Now, what is this MFA? So MFA stands for multi-factor authentication. Before that, let me show you something. Just let me go to the dashboard. See, in the dashboard, I am in the IAM dashboard. Here you can see on the right side, there is an option of account alias. See, account alias. Now, what is this account alias? So as you can see, whenever we want to log in with the AWS portal, we need to enter our account ID. Just like, let me do it from beginning again. So whenever we want to log in with the AWS user, we will have to enter the account ID. And it is very difficult to remember the account ID every time. If we have the copy paste facility available, we can copy paste and we can log in. But it is our user account, so we will have to remember the credential. Every time we cannot do the copy pasting kind of thing. We cannot have the account ID in place. So this is very tedious task to remember the account ID every time, because it's a number. It's a 12-digit number and it is very difficult to remember. Name we can remember, but numbers are very difficult to remember. So that's the reason AWS offers one of the facility which is called alias, account alias. So what you can do, you can create one of the shortcut of this account ID to log in with the portal. Means you can hide this account ID and you can give one of the alias. Alias means one of the shortcut name. So in order to give it, you just need to click on create. And here you can give any name. Suppose I want to give test for root. So if you will give this kind of alias, then what is going to be your account ID? In the account ID, you will have to enter the alias name. Here you can also see either you can enter the account ID or you can enter the alias. So instead of remembering the account ID, you can also type alias name. This will help you to remember the name. So let me show you how to do it. But before that, let me go to the normal user account. Let me go to the IAM user test1. This is the account ID. The username is test1, this one. And password I am typing. Now I am logged in with the test1 user account. If you will log in with the user test1, here you can see the account ID and the IAM username. If the user will go to the IAM console, if the IAM user will go to the IAM, let's see what happens. So access is denied because it is IAM user. We have not assigned any permission to this test1 user account. So this user cannot do anything because we have just created the user account. The user is just logged in the system, but there is no rights. So rights will be the part of your policy in the IAM. We have to see this one as well. Now, My mouse scroller is not working. Yes. So this concept like IAM creation is very easy. The alias creation, you can just click on create and you can change it. You can change the account ID. Account ID will remain same, but there will be one shortcut that will be created in order to log in with the account. Now, if I will go to my user account, if I will click on the user, you can see there is one option, console access enabled without MFA. Console access means the portal access. User can log in into the portal just like we did. User is logged in with the portal, but without MFA. Now, what is this MFA? So if the user will click, if I will click on the enable with MFA, this hyperlink, if I will click on it, then you can see there is one tab, enable MFA. And if I click on it, then options are coming. Now, what is this? So MFA stands for multi-factor authentication. Now, what is this multi-factor authentication? So multi-factor authentication means you might have seen this in your Gmail accounts as well and in your Facebook accounts as well. Whenever you log in with the account, so you enter your user ID, you then enter your password. After that, it will ask you to authenticate yourself with your email address. Like there will be one code that will go to the email address and you need to put that code in order to log in. Otherwise, one of the SMS code will go to your mobile phone. You need to use that code in order to log in with the system. So that's also possible. And in the company, you might have seen there is one authenticator app. There will be one authenticator app. So you can use that authenticator app in order to log in. You will have to approve the authentication from the application in order to log in. So authentication option you will see in the company. Companies are using Intune in the mobile phone. They are using the Microsoft Authenticator app. So that kind of apps can be used to log in into the system. SMS can also be seen in the company with high level of employees. Email option can also be seen in the company. Even you can use it on your personal account as well. So what is MFA? MFA stands for multi-factor authentication. It is a security feature that will help you to secure your login. Once the user will log in, what is the default behavior? If I want to log in with my portal, if I want to log in with my AWS portal, I enter my user ID. If I am the root, I directly enter my user ID. I enter my password and I can log in. If I am the IAM user, I need to enter my account ID. Then I enter my user ID. Then I enter my password. Then I can log in. It means after entering the password, I can log in with my system. I can log in with my portal. What will happen if someone is going to hack my password? Passwords are very easy to hack. Any hacker who is very expert, they can hack your password. There are various methods from which the password can be hacked in the security world. One of the hacking method is session hijacking. Someone can hijack your session. Any hacker can hijack your session and take the control. Another method to steal the password is keylogger. Hacker can implement the keylogger in your system and they can fetch your password details, your credential details. That is also possible. Then there is a SQL injection attack. Through SQL injection attack, the password can be hacked. Then there is DDoS, distributed denial of service attack. Someone can connect with you. Any hacker can connect with you as a trusted user and they can steal the information of your system. So there are various attacks that hacker can use in order to steal your password. So if someone steals your password, then they can log in. It is very easy. If I will give you my user ID and password of this AWS account, you can log in from your system as well. So this is not secure. Password can be hacked. Hacker who is very expert, they can hack it through these kind of attacks. So in order to provide extra layer of security to your login, so that if your password gets compromised, if someone steals your password, still user, the unauthorized user will not be able to log in into your portal. How? Through MFA. Through MFA, you can add extra layer of security to your login information. After entering the password, after entering the user ID and password, user will have to provide extra authentication. Means through email, user will have to authenticate. If he has set up SMS, then SMS code will go to the mobile. Through code, user will have to authenticate, or through authenticator softwares also, user can authenticate. So if someone steals the password as well, still he or she will not be able to log in because there is extra layer of security. So that is called multi-factor authentication, means more than one authentication. It's not only password. After password, there are another authentication as well. So you might have experienced this kind of situation with the Facebook. Sometimes in the Facebook, if you will try to log in with the browser, it will ask you to authenticate from email ID. From Gmail also, you can set up this MFA. In the Gmail, there is two-factor authentication method. So you can set up two-factor authentication. That is again one of the example of MFA. So in AWS as well, you can set up MFA. In order to set up MFA, you can use one of the authenticator app. As I told you, there can be one of the app that you can use. There is security key option. Here, there is one of the application which is called YubiKey. So in the YubiKey, there will be touch-based mechanism. You need to touch that. One of the code will get generated, and with that code, you can log in. Then hardware TOTP token. So this is one of the hardware actually. It will be there in the company, hardware TOTP token. So through this, the company can generate the OTP. The OTP will be shared with the user. Then user can log in into the system. So in AWS, these are the method: authenticator app, security key, and hardware TOTP token. In Azure, we have different options. In Azure, there is SMS option as well. There is authenticator option as well. There is email option as well. So
Sir?
depends upon cloud. Yes.
Sir, hardware hardware TOTP, is it like RSA token?
Yes, you can say it's like RSA token. There will be one of the physical device in the company.
Okay.
So they will generate the OTP and they will share with you. So it's
Okay,
like RSA, you can say.
Okay.
So in AWS, we can set up the MFA through these three methods: authenticator, security key, and hardware token. So I will show you the practical of this one. We have to set up the device. We have to install the application. It is easy. It's not very hard and fast deal. Now, let me delete this user account first. What is the username? Test1. Yes, Seth.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible. Yes, Chef, tell me.
Hello.
Yes,
Sir,
we can
actually,
hear you.
I am
Yes,
not,
yes.
sir, I am not able to access the link, drive link, and on eVision portal, my account is also showing on hold.
Means account is showing on hold means which account?
Sir, eVision, on eVision portal, it is showing AWS hold. And I am also not getting the classes to start the meeting link.
You are not getting the video links, or you are unable to start the session? What is the situation exactly?
Yes, sir, I am not able to start the meeting.
You are not able to start. You cannot start the meeting. Actually, the admin can start it. So I am the admin. I can start. You can only join. If you have the link, then you
No,
can
sir.
join.
There is one. Whenever the meeting starts, there is one option for start meeting.
In this portal,
So yes, sir. In eVision.
I have the faculty portal. Actually, so I think you have student portal. So you might have different option. I have these options on my portal.
And sir,
This
my
one.
drive link is also not accessible. I'm not able to access the classes.
Classes means you are not able to watch the videos, or it
Actually,
is
sir,
showing you
my fees was
restricted.
not paid today. Today I have paid the fees.
Oh,
So yes, sir.
so I have not blocked actually anyone. I will discuss this matter with the admin team because I have not blocked anyone. I have given the full access to every person. Maybe they have not shared you the link.
Yes, sir.
That
Sir,
can be the
By
possibility.
Anamika,
that by default link I'm not able to check. Earlier, sir, when I was accessing the by default link, then there were classes, all the classes, and now it is not showing.
See, regarding the videos, actually, I think you have joined late. I have deleted the videos from the portal because my space got filled. So I have deleted that. I will upload it again during this weekend. Then you will get it. All of
Actually,
you
sir,
will get
my
it.
classes were missed. 3 to 4 classes were missed, so I'm not able to
No issues.
access.
I will see. Actually, the video I have deleted from the portal. That's the reason. That might be the reason you are not able to see the folders on the link. So video I will upload again. I will share the link through the admin team. You will get it and you can download the videos because my storage is getting full. So that's the reason I have deleted the video. I will download it again. I will upload it again. Then you can download in your local system. So next week, on the next weekend, I will delete it again. So I will upload all the videos. I guess by tomorrow evening, I will upload it. Or maybe in the Monday, I am going to upload all the classes video. I need to upload it again. Actually, I have deleted that because of the storage restriction. My 20 GB of storage has been finished on the Google Drive. That's the reason I have deleted all the videos. So I will upload it again. I have the videos. I will upload and you can better download that in your local system. Okay.
Yes, sir. Please
Regarding
upload because I'm not.
the portal link, I don't know. I don't have any access of that. So I will discuss with the admin. Maybe that was the fee issue or something else. So they will
Yes.
grant the access. But regarding the video, I have not restricted anyone. Everyone have the full access. Videos I have deleted. There are only 2 videos on the portal. I think it is
16 and 17.
class 16 and 17. Yes, only 2
Yes.
last weekend classes are there. Rest I have deleted. So I will upload it again during this week and you can download. Then I will delete it again in the next weekend so that I can free up my space. Okay.
Yes, sir. Because I have to study. Like my 3 to 4 classes has been missed.
Yeah, no issues. I will do it. You will get it. You all will get it. But one thing, just download it in your system because I will have to delete the videos.
Sir, one thing I want to share that as soon as you upload the video, so anyone can remind us so that we can download all the videos and then you can delete it.
As soon as I upload the video, I will share the link with the admin team that I have uploaded the video. This is the link. So she will share you the link. You can go to the parent directory. You can open that link and whatever data is present there, you can download it one by one. I will keep it there for 7 days for the entire week. So you can download it one by one or you can download it all at once. Once it is downloaded, actually I am going to delete it on next Saturday. On next Saturday, in front of you, I will take the confirmation of you. If you are okay, then I will delete it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I will delete it in front of you.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
So all the links will be shared by the admin team. I will do it again. If I will get the time tomorrow, then I will do it tomorrow itself. Otherwise, on Monday, I am definitely going to upload the videos. So let me
Sir,
create.
Anamika
Yes.
has told me that he is getting a hold option, na? Seth, you are getting a hold option in your portal, na?
Yes, on eVision portal.
Sir, Anamika ma'am has told me actually that today morning that the students who haven't paid their total fees, they will get a hold option on their profile, like Safe is getting. So just
Maybe that I am not aware about it. I don't have that portal access. I only have this one that I use. Not this one, this one. I have the faculty portal access actually. So I can schedule the classes. I can upload the link here. I can schedule the timing and I can submit and or start the session. That's something I can do. I can check the attendance as well who have joined the session. This is something I can do. Rest of the things, if the student have posted any query, then I can see that. Otherwise, no. So I have only these access. The student have got the backend portal. They can, I think, do some other things as well. But the faculty can only do these kind of things. So we have the front end, you have the back end. So fee matter, you can discuss with the admin team. Whatever they
Okay, sir.
suggest, you can do it accordingly.
Okay.
Now let
Actually,
me
sir, I have
create one
paid
of
the
the
fees.
user. So no issues. You will just discuss with them. They will grant you the access of the portal. Whatever is that portal, they will grant you.
Okay, thank you.
So let me create one of the user. See, if I will click on download CSV file, it is going to download one of the Excel file. See, and this Excel file will contain the information of the user. If I open this file, these kind of files are used in company. They can download the reports of user account. See, username is this one. The password that I have given is this one. URL is this one. So if I will click on the download CSV, it is going to download one of the Excel file of the user details. CSV means comma separated value. That's the full form, comma separated value. So Excel file is the CSV file actually. Now, let me do one thing. So user account is created. I have the user account, but this user account is not the member of any group. I have not created any group. This is just a normal user without any rights. If I click on group, see, if I click on permission, you can see there is no permission because I have not given any permission to this user. So there is no permission, no resource to display. If I click on groups, you can see there is no group. No group name is coming here because this user is not the member of any group. There is a tag option. If I click on tags, you can see there is no tag. Security credential. This is the URL that user can use to log in. Password information, when it got updated and when was the last sign in. Then you can set up MFA from here as well, multi-factor authentication. I will tell you how to do it. There is access key. Access key is again one of the security that you can enable while trying to log in. So I will also tell you how to do this. Then SSH as well. This is the part of security. I will tell you this one. This one we will not discuss. This is the part of DevOps, AWS DevOps, code commit. So this is something we are not going to discuss. This one also, this is the part of database, Cassandra, Apache Cassandra. We are not going to discuss this one. This is also the part of DevOps. We will not discuss this. So we will discuss this one, the access key part we will discuss, MFA part we will discuss, and sign in we have already seen. So if I click on manage console access, here you can see console access is enable, means user can access the portal. If I will disable it, user will not be able to log in into the portal. If you want to change the password, you can change the password from here. Just like currently it is using the existing password. In case you want to regenerate the password, you will click on this option. You will click on apply. So a new password will be generated and you will see the information on the screen. If you want to keep the custom password, you can type your own password here. Then you can click on apply. And if you want that user should be able to change the password during the first logon, then you will check this option. We have seen this option in our last session. So this is the additional option that you can see. Let me show you from the beginning again. If you will go to the IAM section, in the IAM, if you will go to the users, select your user account. We have test one. If you will scroll it down, then you can see various information. We are in the permission, so there is no permission attached. There is no group membership attached. No tags. I have not created any tags. What is tag? I will tell you. Security credential. Here are the details of the login information. If you will click on the manage console access, then you can modify the settings. You can change the password of the user account. So in case you want to change the password, you can do it from here. You want to disable the user account access, you can disable it as well. So this is how you can change the password. You can disable the account access for this user. So you can try this one. This is very easy to implement. MFA, I will tell you how to do it. Access key, I will tell you once the right time will come. Access advisor. If you will go to the access advisor, it will tell you what kind of services you can enable for this user account. So it will advise you actually, like what kind of services, what kind of actions you can apply, you can enable. So it is like a recommendation only. It is nothing, it has nothing to do with the practical. It is just a recommendation that for this user account, you can access, you can allow these kind of services. So it has nothing to do with the production in the real company. In the real company, it has nothing to do anything. Security credential is important. Tags are very important. Group important. Permissions important. So let's start with the tag first. What is this tag? So suppose you have 100 servers. Suppose you have 100 servers running in the company and they belong to different department. Suppose 40 servers belong to HR department. 30 servers belongs to sales department. For IT, they have 30 systems. 30. In total, they have 100 systems. So in company, they have 100 servers, out of which 40 belongs to HR, 30 belongs to sales team, and again 30 belongs to IT department. When the bill will come at the end of the month, when the bill will be introduced, when they are going to charge, when the AWS will charge to the company, suppose the bill comes as $300. The combined bill is $300 US. If I want to check, if I want to analyze which department has consumed a lot of bill, which department has consumed a lot of resources. So how I will, because I have the bill, which is $300 US, but I want to check which department is consuming a lot of resources, which is the highest paid resource. Suppose HR is using around $150. Out of this $300, $150 has been consumed by the HR team servers. HR team servers have consumed this amount of bill. So how will I analyze? So in order to filter the resources according to their bill, we use tag. So tag is actually one of the filter that we can use in order to analyze the resource consumption, the resource cost. And tag is also used to segregate the servers, segregate the resources as per their department. As I told you, there are 100 servers in the company. Some belongs to HR, some belongs to sales, some belongs to IT. So in order to segregate whatever we will create in the AWS, that is known as resource. If I will create any server, that is a resource. If I will create any storage, that is a resource. If I will create any user account in the IAM, that is also one of the resource. So whatever we will create on the AWS portal, that is one of the resource. Now, in order to segregate all the resources as per their department, we use tags. So tag will help us to identify which server or which resource belong to which department. Suppose I get one of the server, and if I want to check in which department it belongs to, then I will refer it tags. So that's the use of tag. So tag helps you to analyze the consumption, to analyze the bill, plus tag help you to segregate the department of the resource. So these two are the purpose of tag. Now, in order to implement the tag, I have one of the test one user. If I want to attach, if I want to filter that this test one user belongs to which particular department. Suppose this test one is one of the sales department member. It is one of the sales user. So how it will be identified? It will be identified from his tag. So how to add the tag? So you will go to user. During the user creation, you can add the tag. You have got that option. See, if you will create any user account, see, during the user creation, you can see you have the tag option and it is optional. If you want to add, you can, otherwise you can skip. So if company needs it, then it will be added. So in every company, there will be tag. For your personal practical, you can skip this option, but in company, it will be there. It will be, because they want to analyze the cost consumption. They want to segregate the user and segregate the resources as per the department IDs. So there will be tag, of course. So in order to add the tags during the resource creation, you can simply click on add new tag. Then here you need to enter the key, and in the next you need to enter the value. Key means the title. Suppose I want to mention that this user account that I am creating, test2 user account, it belongs to department. Department is what? It is the title, it is the key. And which department it belongs to? Suppose it belongs to sales department. So the department, it is a department user. Which department user? It is a sales department user. So this is my tag. Suppose if I want to add more tags, so maximum I can add 49 tags. Suppose add a new tag. I am mentioning that rights. What rights this user have been given? Suppose the title is rights and the value. What right has been given? Suppose full access. This user have full access for servers. So this is how you can define the tags. Then click on create user. User is created. Return to user list. Then you can see 2 users are created now. If you will click on the test2 user, then if you will go to the tags, you can see there are 2 tags. This user belongs to department sales, and this user has the right full. It has full rights of the servers. So this is how you can create the tags during the user creation. Suppose the user is created, you did not create the tag, just like we did in the previous user. With the test one, we had created the user, but there is no tag. We had created the user without tag. So if you want to do it later on, you can also do it. Just click on the username, go to tags and add a tag. So the same thing, add tag, enter the key. Key means title. Suppose the department, it belongs to sales department again. If you want to add further tags, you can add. Suppose here I am entering location. What is the location of this user? So this belongs to India, Delhi. So this is how you can enter the tags, save changes. Now tag is enabled. See. So through this, we would be able to identify what is this user actually all about. So is there any confusion in the tags? Any issue? This is very basic thing, but this is used by the finance team in company. They use it to analyze the bill. Once the billing chapter will come, once I will tell you about the billing, then I will again use this tag in order to take out the bill reports. I will show you how to take out the bill reports as per the department through tag. So again, I will use this one once the billing will be discussed. But for now, tell me any confusion in the tag, what is tag, how to create the tags with the resource, any confusion, any doubt, anything? No?
No.
Okay. Then, so now you are able to create the user. You would be able to create it. You would be able to change the password. You would be able to disable the user console access. You can enable the tags as well. Now let's talk about the groups. What is this group all about? So anyone can tell me what is the group? Why we create the groups in company? Anyone? किसी को तो पता होगा. Anyone? No one knows what is group.
Sir, to give certain permission to particular set of people.
Okay, good. Anyone else?
Permission supplied. So
Permission supply. Okay. See, suppose we have a server. Suppose we have 10 servers on AWS account. On AWS, we are running 10 different server. One is DHCP, one is DNS, one is domain controller, one is file server, one is radius server, one is Apache, one is IIS server, one is token server or certificate server. One is ADC, one is Federation. So we have different servers. And that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So we have 10 different servers on the AWS portal. Every server have different purpose. Now we have 200 user accounts on the IAM on the AWS portal. These 200 user accounts belong to IT. They all belong to IT. They are the IT members. They are the engineers. I want to give rights to these user accounts on these servers. These 200 user accounts will have rights on these servers. What rights they will get? So they will get different rights depending upon their position, depending upon their profile. Suppose out of these 200 users, there are 3 user accounts, Sumit, Amit, and Ram. These 3 are the user accounts on, including like in this 200 category, these 3 are the user accounts, Sumit, Amit, and Ram. Now what happens? This one is the server, Apache. Apache is one of the web server in Linux. So there is a Linux web server on the AWS portal, and I want to give read-only permission on this server to these 3 users. I am the administrator. Administrator is Rajesh. I am the admin of the AWS. I want these 3 are my engineer. They are the L1 engineer. Suppose they are the junior engineers. I want to assign read-only permission to Sumit, Amit, and Ram on the Apache server. So server is 1, users are 3. If I want to assign the same permission on the server for same users, then what is the procedure? Procedure says go to Sumit, assign the read-only permission to Apache. Again, go to Amit, assign the read-only permission on Apache server. Again, go to Ram, assign the read-only permission on Apache server. This is okay if we have 2 user, 3 user, 5 user, but suppose I have to allow 200 user accounts to access the Apache server with read-only permission. So it is very difficult for me. It is a time-consuming task to go to each and every account, to go to one by one on 200 users and allow the read-only permission to Apache server. This is a time-consuming task. And in future, if I want to manage the permission, if I want to control the permission, or if I want to change the permission, suppose in future, these 200 engineers were on probation period. They have recently joined the organization. They were on the probation period. They were the temp employee, the temporary employees for 6 months. After 6 months, if suppose out of these 200, 190 employees got permanent, they become full-time employee. Now I want to give full access because they have become full-time employees. Now I want to give full access of Apache server to this 190 user. So again, I will have to go to one by one on each and every user. Then I will have to modify the permission. So that is also time-consuming task. So in company, what happens if they want to assign the same permission? Just like here, earlier we wanted to assign read-only permission to 3 users. Or suppose if we want to apply read-only permission of Apache server to 200 user accounts. So in company, what happens? They will not do it one by one because that is a tedious task. That is a time-consuming. There can be chances of error. During the time of modification, we can have the issues. So what company does, if they want to assign the permission to multiple user at the same time, if they want to assign the same permission to multiple user at the same time, they will create the group. They create the group account. And what they will do, they will add these users. Suppose we have 200 users. So they will add 200 users in that group account, and whatever permission they want to apply. Suppose I want to give read-only permission on the Apache server, then the permission will be granted to the group. I will just give the read-only permission on Apache server to this group. Suppose my group, there will be a name of the group. Suppose the group name is IT testing. Suppose this is the name of group. So I will assign the read-only permission on the Apache server to this IT testing group. Once I will give the permission, it will be applicable to all the users who are the member of this group. Means Sumit, Amit, and Ram, they would be able to access the Apache server, but read only. They will not be able to do any modification. In future, if I want to change the permission, I can change it on the group only. I don't have to change it on another users. I will change the permission of group and every user account permission will get changed. This is how the group works. If any group have any permission, then the member will automatically get that permission. This is called inheritance. Inheritance principle, inheritance. If the parent, this is the parent, if the parent have any permission, their child means their members will automatically inherit that permission. They will automatically get that permission. If I will apply any permission on the group account, the members will also get that permission. Understood what is the concept of group?
Yes, sir.
Now, in the group, you can only contain, once you will create the group account, in the group account, you can only contain users. You can only make users the member of group. If suppose you have 2 group account, one group name is sales, another group name is HR. In HR, suppose you have Sumit and Amit as the member. And in the sales group, you have suppose Tina and Meena as the member. So in group account, only user can be the member. If you are thinking that in sales group, I will make HR group as the member. I will add HR group in the sales group as a member, so that in HR, there are two members, Sumit and Amit. So Sumit and Amit will automatically become the member of sales. This is not possible. In the group account, only users can be the member, not other groups. If you want that Sumit and Amit can also become the member of sales group, that is possible. You will have to add Sumit and Amit in the sales group as well. So a single user can be the part of multiple groups. We have seen this practical in the Linux as well. In the Linux, we have created 2 group accounts and we have added the same user with multiple groups as well. So it is possible that same user is the member of multiple group at the same time. But in the group, you cannot add another groups. It is only users that can be added. If a user is the member of multiple group at the same time, suppose Sumit is the member of sales group as well, and same time Sumit is the member of HR group as well. If the user is the member of multiple group at the same time, that concept is called group nesting. Nesting. If the same user is the member of multiple group at the same time, that is called nesting. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, we are on the portal. We don't have any group. Let me show you how to create one. So from beginning, let's search IAM. Every user group will be managed through the IAM console. So we are in the IAM. We have 2 user accounts, test 1 and test 2. But if I will go to the user groups, so I don't have any user group. So let's create one. So in order to create, let's click on create group. Then here you need to type the group name. So group name, suppose I am giving as IT testing group. In company, the name will be provided by your architect. They will give you the name, what name it has to be there. So I am giving a temporary name, IT testing. Now you can see the list of users. So I have only 2 user account. That's the reason two are reflecting here. If I have 200 user account, 200 user accounts will be reflecting here. So which user would like to become the member of this group? So you need to select the user in order to make it the member. If you want all the user can become the member, select this one. If you want only test 1 user should be the member of IT testing group, then you will select the specific user account. Once the user account is selected, now it is saying what permission you want to give to this user. You are making test 1 as the member of IT testing group. What permission you want to give? Because by default, there is no permission. So what permission you want to give? It is saying attach permission. It is again optional. You can do it later on as well. You can do it right now. You can do it after the creation of group as well. And these are the default policy. If I will expand, there is administrator access. In the administrator access, see, user will get the full control. Means user will get the admin right. If you will allow this permission to someone, to any user, user will then get the full right on the portal. If I will expand it, you can see there is one command syntax. Now, what is this? Let me copy this one first. Now, what is this? This is called JSON. JavaScript Notion. This is the Java language. Now, what is this JSON? If you talk about AWS cloud and Azure cloud, in both the cloud, this JSON language is supported. Means in the backend, we do the things graphically. We are doing all the things graphically, but in the backend, actually, it is using one of the JSON script, Java script. So we are creating the user, we are giving the allow permission. So everything is happening in the backend through one of the command, through one of the script that is in the form of Java. So this is called JSON syntax, JSON syntax. If you want to manage your AWS through command, through script, then you can do it from this syntax as well. You should be familiar with the JSON, but time to time, it will take some time to learn this one. You cannot become the master in the JSON at one go. It will take some months of experience. Then you will learn how to write this template. So you can do the things from command as well. Suppose you want to create 200 user account at the same times. At the same time, you want to create 200 user account with a single file through automation. You don't want to create one by one user. You want to create 200 user account through one click. Then you will have to use this kind of syntax, the JSON. So JSON is a scripting framework which is written in Java, and it is used in the backend of the AWS for automation. So whatever we are doing graphically, that is happening actually in the JSON. So just give me 1 minute. Yes. So whatever permission you would like to give, the first thing is create the group. So I have given the group name. What is saying? Valid characters required, maximum 128 character, use alphanumeric plus minus character. Oh, that's not for us. That's a character requirement. We have 2 user accounts in the Azure portal. I am only adding one. I am only making test1 user as the member of IT testing group. Then what kind of permission you want to give? So these are the permission which is by default available in the system. You can allow any of this permission. We will learn this time to time, like what is cloud shell, what is front access, what is front read only. So we will learn about this cloud front. This is one of the monitoring application in the AWS. So time to time, we will see this one, CloudWatch, Direct Connect. For now, just for the practical sake, there is one permission which is administrator access. And there is read-only access. If you will allow read-only access to someone, then user will be able to read the data only. User will not be able to modify the things. Which user? This user, test1, because we are adding test1 in the group account. So I am giving read-only permission. So in order to give the permission, just tick it. If you want to create your own policy, if you don't want to give this inbuilt policy to someone, you can click on the create policy and you can define your own policies. So here you can add your own policy, what permission you want to add. Again, the JSON thing. So I will tell you about this one as well in the future sessions, not now. Currently, you will not be able to understand this one. Now I am giving the inbuilt policy only. So I am giving one of the read only policy. User will be able to read only. So policy, select it. Now we need to click on next. Could not save, wait. I just clicked somewhere else. So test1. Even you can allow this kind of policies later on as well after the creation of group. So I have selected the policy read only, then create group. So group has been created, permission has been given. Now, if I will click on this group account, here you can see test1 is the member. User in this group is test1. And what permission is there? So if I will click on the permission part, you can see it has read only access. If I will click on the simulate means it will show you the demo that you have the read only. See. So it will show you the simulator. If you have any policy attached, it will show you the demo. Like you might have done Cisco packet tracer in your CCNA session. So that's a simulator application that will behave like a real kind of infrastructure, but that is not real. So nobody uses this concept in the real company. This is just like a demo kind of scenario. So it is not required for us. Now, let me show you. We are in the IAM console. We are in the user groups. We have one of the group, which is IT testing. If I click on this, test1 is the member of this group. And what are the permission? Read only. So let's log in with the test1 user account and let's see if he has got the permission or not. So I'm going to a different browser. IAM user. So what is my account ID of, I am logging in with the test1 user account. So what is the account ID of test1? So this is the account ID 03 something like. Even I can copy the complete URL as well. I can go to the security credential. I can copy this URL and I can paste it in the browser. So I don't need to enter the account ID now. It will automatically fetch it. See, account ID is taken. My username is what? It is test1. And my password is this one. So I'm logged in. So once I log in, I am logged in the dashboard right now. Now let me go to the IAM. Because we have already only done IAM till now. We have not done further practical. So let's go to the IAM only. In the IAM now, you can see, if I will go to the user group, I can see the group as well. If I go to the user, I can see the user details as well. Because I have the permission now. I have the read only permission, but I cannot see if I will select anyone and if I will try to delete. Let's see if the permission is working or not. So let's try to delete test2 user account, delete, then test2, delete. So here you can see we cannot delete it because we don't have permission. We only have the read only permission. That's the reason we will not be able to do any modification. We can only read the things. Even if I will try to add any user, let's see if we can add the user or not. So add user, suppose I am giving the name as G1. IAM, auto generate password. Let's see if we would be able to create the user or not. So I am not making it the member of this group. I will just create an isolated user. No tags, nothing. Here you can see we are not authorized to perform create user operation because we don't have that allow access. So we only have the read only access. That's the reason we cannot create the resources. We can see the resources, we can see everything, but we cannot create anything because we have the read only access. So the permission we have given on the user account, that is read only. In case, let me go to the root. With the test1 user, it is the member of IT testing group. If I will click here, the permission is what? It is read only. If I click on this permission part and if I remove it, if I remove the permission, delete, now the permission is removed. Now let's see if I would be able to see the resources or not. So let me refresh this one. In the user group, you can see I have one of the group IT testing. If I will go to the user, if I will check my test1 user account, it is the member of IT testing group. But if I will click on the IT testing, the permission I have deleted. So I have not assigned any permission to the IT testing group. See, permission is deleted. I have deleted the read-only permission. Now let's go to the test1 user account. Let's refresh this one. Now you can see access deny. I will not be able to access the IAM console now because I don't have permission now. Only the user account is there, but there is no permission. Even I don't have read-only permission as well. Now I don't have nothing. So this is how you can tweak with the permissions part. Now, let me add one of the admin permission. Suppose I want to give admin permission to any group. Then how will I give it? So let's start from the beginning. Just search the IAM on the top. Select IAM. User groups. I have one of the group IT testing. Click on it. One user is the member, test1. Test1 is the member of this IT testing group. If I will click on the permissions, there is no permission right now. Add permission. Attach policies. Now what permission you want to give? So suppose I want to give admin permission right now, administrator access. So admin permission, then click on add permissions. So it is saved. Now one permission is coming. So this permission of admin will be applicable to the test1 user who is the member of this group. So let's go to the test1 user. Let's refresh this portal. We are logged in with the test1 here. Now you can see the options are coming. And even the test1, we are logged in with the test1 account. See, and we are able to see the user details. And if I will click on add users, and suppose I create one of the user as test3, provide access. I want to create IAM, auto generate password. Next. This is going to, suppose by default, it is not the member of any group. If you want to make it the member of any group, you will select this one. You will select your group IT testing. Automatically, the test3 user that you are creating right now, it will become the member of IT testing. So whatever permission you have assigned on the IT testing group, what permission is there? Administrator access. So automatically the test3 user will get the admin access. But if you don't want to make it the member of any group, don't select anything. Just leave it as it is. So I am not adding it into any group. It will be the independent user. Next, create. So user is created now. View user. See, there is no error. We were able to create the user because we have the full access now. Even I can delete this one. I can delete other users as well. I have the full right. So just type the name of the user account that you want to delete. Delete. Done. Let's wait for some time. So see, it is in the deleting process and it is deleted now. So I have the full access. This test1 is the full control user. It can do anything. So this is how you can modify the permission. Now I'm going to my root account. This is my root account, Rajesh. And from here also the user has been deleted. Only test1 and test2 is there. Now what I want that if I go to my group, this is my group IT testing. I can create another groups as well. The same procedure, I can create multiple group in the AWS. because there can be different department, there can be different permission. In the company, there will be a lot of groups. So I have only one, there can be 100, 200 groups. Suppose if I click on this group, you can see only one member is there, test one. I want to make test two as the member of this group. So what I will do, I will simply click on add users because currently there is only one user. I will simply click on add users. Test 2 is pending. So I will just select test 2, add user. Then you can see 2 users have become the member of this group, test 2 and test 1. And since it has the permission of admin, so both user will have the admin rights over my AWS portal. Understood? Any questions, any doubt?
No.
This is very easy. So in case you want to change the name of group, suppose it is IT testing, you want to change it in future, just click on edit and change it. So you would be able to change it as well. Suppose T1, save changes. Now it has become T1. User members will be there. User group name has been changed. Suppose if I want to delete this group, so I am deleting it. There is a delete option, delete, confirm. So for confirmation, I need to type the group name again, then delete. It is deleted now. Now you can see there is no group. Now, what do you think? Is the user account there or it has also been deleted? Just tell me. Will the user account be there or it will be deleted? Because I have deleted the group. Anyone?
It will be there, sir.
It will be there. Okay. If I click on the user, it is there. Because I have deleted the group, not the users. User will be there. Their membership has been finished. If I will click on any user, they are not part of any group now. See, their group, this one will be deleted after refresh. See, there is no group membership. And if there is no group membership, no permissions are coming. No permission, no group. Because group has been deleted with all the permissions. Same thing we have seen in the Linux part as well. We have deleted the group, but user was there. So same concept applies to everywhere. User will not be deleted. This one we have to discuss. This is very important, the role. There is a role. Role means again the permission. This is very crucial part in the AWS. Policies, again, this is the same thing. You can allow the policy. So we have to discuss this one. Identity provider, we have to discuss this one as well. Account setting, we have to discuss how it is going to expire and all. Password strength. This is the password policy that we have seen in the Linux. You can edit this one. Currently, it has 8 character, means whatever user account you will create, minimum you will have to create the password for 8 characters. It will never expire, and these are the strength. It should have one uppercase letter, one lowercase number, and non-alphanumeric character. If you want to edit this policy, you can do so. See, you can customize it. You can modify the character, you can modify the permission part. So this is the password policy in the AWS. By default, this is the policy. So you can do the changes here and you can start changing the password. You would be able to do it. So in the IAM, what we have covered, MFA I will show you because I have to download the application on my phone. So we have covered the user part, the group part, the permission, how to assign the permission. Role I will tell you, policy part I will tell you, IP part I will tell you. In the account setting, it is just a password policy that you can change as per your requirement. STS token part, we will see it in the future. Endpoint also we will see it once I will discuss the networking part. Once I will discuss the VPC, virtual private creation, then I will discuss about this endpoint. Then this analyzer and archive, we are not going to touch this one. This is the reporting part. So reporting part is not for us. So 2 or 3 things are pending in the IAM. I will start it tomorrow along with the new topic EC2. So I will start the server part, the VM creation part tomorrow only. And this one will also be covered. So do your practicals. These are the general things that you can do. Once you will be familiar, I am going to touch the complete IAM tomorrow. This one will be completed by tomorrow only, and a new topic will be started, EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. So I will cover the IAM tomorrow only along with a new topic. So tomorrow I would be able to take the session at 9 p.m. only. I have some shift for the fraud activity part. So I will schedule it at 9 and it will start on 9 only, not before that. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, we
Okay,
can
sir.
do practice of IAM in AWS console now, sir.
Yes, you can do. You can do all the practice. Just create your account, do the practice. After the practice, delete all the things.
Okay,
Whatever you are doing, just delete everything because there will be bills otherwise. So just delete. See, it is saying just to confirm the deletion, enter the delete. Means you need to type the delete here. If you are deleting one by one, then it will ask you to type the username. So delete everything after the practical. Don't keep any group or any user pending. If you are deleting everything, that's okay. You can start doing the practical. You can create the user account. You can make the group. You can make the member. Then you can try to log in with the portal and you can see how the services are working. If you are able to work on the read access, if you are able to work on the administrator access. So just do these things, do the practical, make yourself familiar with the AWS console.
Sir, you said it is free for 1 year, no, sir? Still,
It is free for 1 year, but there are some credit limit. There is a limit. I will discuss about the billing part in the next session. Next means in the next weekend. Then I will tell you what are the credit limits. So if you will consume all the limit, then 1 year the account will be valid, but most of the practicals you will not be able to do because your credit will be expired. So that's the reason I am telling you, just use it wisely so that you can use it for the entire year.
okay, sir.
So whatever you do, just delete it. In Azure, again, the same principle applies. Whatever we do, just delete that. So I will complete this IAM tomorrow, the entire IAM part, and I will start a new topic, the EC2 console, the server. So gradually after EC2 will take 1 or 2 session. Then we will take the VPC, the networking part. After that, we will start the storage part. Then gradually we will start backup, the VPN part, the storage replications part, monitoring part. That's how the journey will be going through. So let's connect tomorrow then. I will schedule the session and I will upload all the videos on Monday or maybe by tomorrow. Okay. You will get the information from the admin team. Don't worry about it. So just enjoy your night. Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye.